Welcome to Gapology Radio with your hosts, Mark Tinas and Brian Brockhoff. This is your podcast covering tactics for creating winning leadership and sustainable winning organizations. Discover more information detailed in their books, Gapology, Imbar, and their newest release, Speed of Purpose. We can be reached at gapology.org, and our books can be found at amazon.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Gapology Radio. As we head into the holiday season, this will be our last podcast episode of the year. I'd like to invite you, however, to revisit the episodes that we launched this year. We had many really great ones that you can take a lot from and help your leadership grow and perform through this busy time. We spoke on several topics, including our whole series on leading in a Zoom world. We introduced new team members, Judy and Sarah, and we shared many short lessons taken from our blog series and our book, Gapology Inspirations. We've begun to put together our strategy for podcasts in 2022, and we'll include Judy and Sarah getting their unique perspectives on the many topics from our books, along with what they are seeing out there as they work with business leaders around the country. Stay tuned for an exciting new season ahead. As for today, I'd like to close out the year with some new thoughts that I have on managing our lives, our priorities, our busy work schedules, and the ever-growing load on our proverbial plates. As some of you know, for many years I've had several side hustles. In addition to a full-time career as a learning and development executive and my role here at Gapology, I also have been a part-time graphic designer and photographer with my talented wife. And while these extra roles have been filled with many rewarding experiences, including meeting and working with some amazing people, I've made the choice to put those businesses on hold and just focus on my primary career and Gapology. The reasons are many, but primarily I really just need to simplify my life, plain and simple. Of course, this decision hasn't come lightly, but now that I've made it, I actually feel tremendously lighter. And this has inspired me to write the following short blog, and I hope that you enjoy it. This one's called Yes and No. Yes and no. There is a movement out there, especially on social media, on how exciting it is to say yes to things. Exotic travel, skydiving, base jumping, cliff diving, even moving into a van and traveling around the country, vlogging it all along the way. All of these adrenaline-producing activities will certainly shock your life into motion, producing some crazy memories along the way. These are the things that are devoured through social media and create a deep longing for a new life of adventure in many of us. There's also a big push to say yes to creating side hustles. Things like blogging, vlogging, photography, graphic design, t-shirt design, web building, crafting. All of these things can produce nice little sources of income and can be a fantastic outlet for our hidden creativity. Saying yes to taking on these extra activities can also be just as thrilling of an adventure as the extreme sports, while fueling the money to do all those things. Saying yes can be exciting for sure. Something that isn't always discussed, however, is how exciting it can be to say no. Saying no to things that you don't want to do or no longer want to do can actually be an exciting thing too, because you know that with all of that no, your life can be much simpler. Don't get me wrong, while saying no can be exciting, it can be scary too. Walking away from opportunities that you've worked extremely hard to build for many years can be an anxiety attack waiting to happen. Saying no to colleagues and friends that you've said yes to in the past can fill you with dread. Fearing saying no to the next big offer that comes in can be very real. I can tell you from experience that these things will happen. With all of this, however, can be a true feeling of lightening your load and clearing your plate. The tough no can be a big reward in the time department, and you can get back a portion of your life that you may have lost. It all comes down to perspective and having a specific, well-defined purpose, one that is both clear and compelling enough to drive your identity and your mindset. Redefining our life needs to start with this. We must have a clear and compelling purpose, identity, and mindset if we are to navigate saying no to the things that we've said yes to in the past. If those things no longer fit your defined purpose, identity, and mindset, it becomes easier to say no. It's in the moments of saying yes or no to things that they become real. We've spoken quite a bit about these things in our books, blogs, and podcasts. The biggest benefit that can be gained by saying no to things, of course, is that you will begin to find extra time that you didn't have before. And the big question here is that now that you have that extra time back, what will you do with it? That's a big consideration and potentially a big fear. That time can be very easily wasted with excessive TV or internet. And while a limited amount of time on those things is definitely okay, you could do something far more enriching with it. Studying, practicing a new skill, attending a networking event or a meetup, all can enhance your life and prepare you for the future. Making lunch dates with long-lost friends, planning date nights with loved ones, even taking a few minutes to call a grown child or a parent can rebuild relationships and create lasting memories. All in all, it's really great to say yes to things. Step out of your comfort zone once in a while and experience new adventures and activities. You'll certainly grow emotionally by taking on those new challenges. Also, however, it's really great to say no to things. Walking away from draining activities, people, or responsibilities that no longer fill your cup may show you a brand new outlook on life. It may show you that you now have time for new things that may dramatically shift your paradigm, build your skills, grow your energy, and reignite your passion. Everyone have a fantastic week. We'll talk to you soon.
This has been a Gapology production. Visit us at gapology.org.